Hey, it's your favorite me. I'm home in Finland. I've been here for months now. It's July, no, it's actually August already. It's the 2nd of August. Wow, I have wasted my entire summer. I want to try and make like a vlog type of thing on making art and story related things. Just to give you guys an update if you want one. For most of the summer I've been shooting a TV show that I got casted in, and that's been fun. I'm very tired, but that's gonna be a trend because I'm always very tired, so just get used to it now. I wanted to take the camera and shoot and vlog a little bit around the set and stuff, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. I did take the camera with me on Wednesday, but I forgot to take a memory card, so I couldn't really film anything. What was I gonna say? But I'm gonna take the camera with me next week if I just remember. Sorry, I momentarily ran out of space. So we're filming on location. So next week is our last week on set, and it's kind of sad because it feels like home. I was thinking I could talk to you a little bit on what it's like to, or what it has been like to do my first TV show. But I thought in case you wanted to ask questions, because for me it's always easier to tell people about things that are happening to me when they ask me specific questions. I could do like a Q&A kind of thing, but I'm just gonna give you the basic rundown. I've kind of had this fear that I have this idea that I want to be an actress, right? So maybe when I actually get to do it, it's not as fun as I thought it was going to be, but at least so far it has definitely been exactly as fun as I thought it would be. I have days when I'm tired or annoyed too, but for the most part it's been so great. It's just confirmed for me that this is actually what I want to do. What I've been really happy with is that people are really nice to me. Not that I thought that they were gonna be mean, but a lot of the people, most of the people, are established and or famous actors in Finland. So I thought they I didn't think that they were gonna be snobby, but I was worried that they might be, or not even snobby rude, but treat me like I wasn't a real actress because I'm not established or haven't been established, and I don't have a degree in acting like almost everyone else. So but everyone has been really nice to me. They've been treating me respectfully, but also been really friendly and helpful when there's been things just about working on set, for example, that I haven't known. I feel like I've been treated exactly the same way as everyone else, except people have been considerate about the fact that I haven't worked on a show before, which is really nice and perfect. I've also really enjoyed working with different directors. It's been really interesting because we have 3. I get to learn more about my acting process and what's a good process for me when I get to work with people who direct differently, if that makes sense. So I've really enjoyed that. I've also I have really learned a lot about what's a good process for me to get to know a character, for example. For a lot of the scenes that I do, I am either a customer service person, so all of the characteristics that my character has have to be behind this customer service persona, and or I'm talking to a person that I'm not as close to as with the sibling characters, so it's different. And on Wednesday we did 2 scenes, I had those 2 scenes right after each other, where first I was with the older sister character and I was being a real bitch to her, like the perfect annoying little sister, because we were in a fight technically. And then I got to do I got to do a scene with the older brother character for the first time, and that was a lot of fun. The scene is it's a lot of information and talking, and there's nothing special about it, but it was just a lot of fun to get to work on that dynamic and to get to be the character at her most authentic, I guess. So that was a fun day, but I forgot to take my fucking memory card to work, so therefore you can't see a vlog of that. I am performing in the Flow Festival, which is the biggest, or I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's the best music festival in the Nordic countries. Like, it's a huge thing with a lot of really cool performers. They're like a hipster indie music festival that has like blown up to gigantic proportions. I've never been there, but this year I will be there. And that's next week, and I'm doing an hour-long shot. And even though all of the poems are ones that I've already learned, unless I decide to write a new one, I have to like write things to say in between, and I have to remember an hour worth of poems. I'm gonna take papers with me, but I just really don't want to use them because that's just my personal standard, is to not use papers, because I don't think I perform as well if I do. A week away, and I haven't done enough for it, and I'm stressed. In this vlog I'm gonna insert whatever I managed to film on set as well, and then a little bit of my working process with the music festival set list. If I manage, I'm gonna do another vlog on the next weekend of insanity. And I would really appreciate it that if you want to know anything, I'm gonna also make a Tumblr post for questions. So if you have any questions for me about the working in the TV show, I'll make a Q&A video thing. Leave me questions and I will insert some clips about me working on my poetry show, and then on next week's shoots I'm gonna take the camera in one of the days that I'm on set. Bye. Should I do this thing? I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as I have this summer. I've wasted all my time doing that. I can't stop looking at the viewfinder. I'm sorry, eventually I'll learn, but you're just gonna have to like deal with this, me talking kind of a little bit over your head for a bit, because like I'm obsessed with my own face, I guess. I need to create a set list for my performance. So my concept is I am, and then in brackets, not. That's the name of my performance. And this is a performance plan that I came up with on Gatwick Airport before flying home, because they were like, I was added to the set list kind of last minute, and they were like, oh my god, can you give us the set list today so I can pitch it to X, Y, and Z? And I was like, okay. So I just like counted up together how much time I need to perform, which was an hour, and then I was like, okay, this is the name of my thing, and I don't need any lights or anything. Now if I wanted lights afterwards, which could have been cool, can't have them because I had to come up with a plan on Gatwick Airport. For those of you who've never seen me heard any of my poems, I write poems like intersectionally feminist poems for the most part. A lot of them are about racism, misogyny, racism and misogyny, honestly. Also, all of my poems are also very personal, because I was taught in school that when you write a poem, even if you write it about yourself, the moment it's on paper, it's not you anymore, because like your emotions are complex and they change and they're fluid. So when you've immortalized them, this is my phrasing, they didn't say this, but this is basically what they said. So the speaker of a poem is never exactly you, because it's just you in a specific moment, or you in a specific state that will never exist again in the same way. And I like to go for, a lot of the times I want to, when I do art in general, I want to go for authenticity, or sometimes the completely other end of the spectrum. But authenticity, I like chase it, and I know I can never reach full authenticity, but for me, when I make art, at least so far, I try to chase it, because I feel like I get closest to what I'm trying to reach, even if it's never perfectly authentic, obviously. I approach different issues, social issues in my poetry through my own experience. They're very subjective, they're very personal, but I kind of link my own experiences to the issues, because that way they feel authentic to me. I want to build a full picture of my identity that I've been expressing for years through these poems and put them all together to create an I am. And the not in the brackets is basically the same idea of that fluidity of personality, because I am all of those things, but I'm also not all of those things, because some of them I wrote when I was 16 and some of them are purposefully exaggerated. Like, for example, I don't believe in physical violence and I wouldn't do it, but sometimes in my poems I write about it because it's like a subjective emotion in the whatever moment it's describing. I'm trying to think. So maybe If I'm Not Black is like the introductory piece and also the introduction of the I am theme. I could do Avankirja valkoiselle miehelle, maybe to kind of ground the next bit in Finland. You understand what I mean? Like, and then do African Other, which is also about, very specifically about Finland. Okay, so I've divided things up to 2 acts. So I've tried to organize them to create a narrative arc, or like a storyline, where it starts with an introduction, ends, there's a climax, and then it ends with an upward note. We began with a general poem, and then we're going to end with a general poem, and we've gone through this whole journey, and this is where we have ended up. I'm actually really happy with this so far. I think the arc works. But yeah, it works. I'm happy with this. I thought I was gonna struggle and be very unhappy with it, but actually I like it. I like it a lot. I think you're really cute. I like you a lot. I need to write the things in between though, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I might do it later today, or then I'm gonna do it later, period. I'm happy with this. I'm actually really happy with this. For the first time I feel like this gig is gonna be fun and not just like an enormous responsibility, because even though I was very happy to be asked and very happy and very proud to get the slot, I was also like, holy shit, it's an hour worth of poems, and the plan I've submitted to them was made in the airport in 5 minutes. I really like talking to you. It makes me less stressed about shit when I can talk out loud about my thought processes and shit, even though I'm losing my voice. I kind of want to lie down and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer now, but I also feel like I should do something else than that. I was thinking I might work on my website, because I find it to be very embarrassing that when you Google me, you can find like the unfinished Wix site. And I want to finish it before the summer is over. I could also write my serial story, which I was supposed to write this summer and get it out by the autumn, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because I haven't. I'm sorry. I feel really guilty about it, but at the same time, I'm really busy. I didn't know I was gonna get a television show role for the summer. And like, school is, like, the first year of school is always difficult and shit. But I do want to get it out, and I will eventually, just not right now. Not right now. I'll get back to you on that. I'm not gonna apologize for the state of my room, even though it's even worse than it usually is, because if I feel like I have to clean every time before I want to film, I'm never gonna do it. So I've just compromised on that. So I'm not sure if I ever said this in the video, but what I'm doing here, I'm working on my serial story that I mentioned called The Witch of Aergrad, which is not out yet, but I hope it will soon. Here's some illustrations of Malak's doodle. I still don't know what to do with the eyes, but I'll figure it out. I like the hair, so I'm just gonna move onward with that. First chapter's little chapter illustration. I want to make one for each one. So I made a thumbnail, and then I googled some houses to imitate for this. I don't want them to look very realistic, but I wanted them to look different. And then here we have our little characters. You can't really even see them, but you're not supposed to. And then some wind. And if you want to know why, you have to read the first chapter. Why is the second chapter such an issue for me? I've been procrastinating by finishing the first one, or it was basically finished. I just needed to add a little bit of descriptions and edit it together, like finish it. And now I'm still missing a few names for things, but that's fine. It's basically done. I don't know if I'm completely happy with it, but honestly, it's okay. Like, this is my first piece of prose, like a long piece of prose that I've ever written in English. So it's fine if it's not perfect, although that really annoys me. But I can't do, there's something about the second chapter that I can't do. But I also can't move on to the third one, because there are things that I haven't decided on yet that I want to establish in the second chapter. And I'm just like, kill me. I found some old notes that I made when I was first like putting the story together like a year ago at work, and they're on post-it notes, and it says, Madison is spoiled but not too important. Prime memeing. There's a spoiler for you as well. Bah. Okay, I progressed the tiniest bit with chapter 2. It's so weird because I know what I want to write, I just don't feel like writing it. Like, I know what's gonna happen in it. I'm also stressed that I'm doing a bad job. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will take you with me when I next go to shoot a TV show. This is flattering. It is second to last studio day. That is sad. We're sad and out of focus. I'm stretching the front of my hair because you wouldn't get it if I explained it, unless you're black. In that case, it's like I still not gonna explain it. It's second to last studio day, which is sad. I have a long day, so let's see if I can actually manage to vlog this time, for fuck's sake. I'm actually gonna be in 5 scenes today, which is a lot, because usually I mean, there are days when I just go in for 1 scene, and like usually I think the most I've done is 4 or 5 per day, so but I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I like doing my job, surprisingly enough. And they're not difficult scenes, but they're fun scenes, and they're not customer service scenes. I mean, I don't mind the customer service scenes at all. They're as fun as and as important as the others, but it's fun that like towards the end of the show I've gotten to do a lot of scenes where I get to be the character rather than the character being a customer service person, if that makes sense. So it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday we filmed a scene where I got to be really intense, so that was fun. Yeah. It's 7:28 in the morning. It's Tuesday the 6th of August, yes. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say? I should take my Polaroid with me and have someone take a picture of me in my uniform. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking of words. And the words are, I need to be there at 8:40, so I'm probably gonna leave at 7:40 because I'm paranoid and I always end up being there 20 minutes early, but that's better than being late. Anyway, Polaroid, orange. I should also probably start learning my poems, and I need to pay my rent. But yeah, I am going to start going. Yay, I'm good at that.
Kiss the good life, good. Kiss the good life. Kiss the good life, good. Kiss the good life.
Huomenta. Welcome to the actor lounge. I'm so tired. I went in there all like, yeah, I'm gonna do a few scenes and then I'm gonna have a break. But I didn't have a break because they changed a few scenes, so they needed a shot of me in a place where there originally wasn't, which was a few episodes ago from what we are filming today, which means that my hair was different. So the hairdresser had to like improvise how to fake that my hair is the same, because I don't know if you know this, but you can't really like change my hair like that. They managed to do that, but that meant that I didn't have a break in between my scenes, or like a few of them. So I didn't have a break. What I'm trying to say is that I didn't have a break and now I have a break, so I'm enjoying my break. So I think I'm gonna film a little bit around the set as well, but basically what happened there, after I did my makeup, I changed into my uniform. This is my character's everyday wear. This is a mukbang now. I changed into my uniform, my costume, and went on set. We rehearse first without the camera with the director, then we do a camera rehearsal usually, and then we shoot a couple of different shots usually, and then that's that basically. I feel like I had a lot to say. I was like thinking about what I want to say to the camera when I get a chance. I can't remember any of it. I left my script on set, so I can't really rehearse. What is in my bag when I shoot? I have a book that I don't really read. There was a comic book called Einstein's Wife. It's a really cool feminist comic, and I think it's from Sweden. I think the author is Swedish. It's really cool. And I used to read on set and never would have to wait, but I finished it. So I started carrying this around, but I always forget to take it on set, and obviously after I took my book I haven't had any time really. I'm kind of stuck. Like I'm at a point that is not very riveting, so I'm stuck with this book. I have a call sheet from like 5 weeks ago. This is like a thing you put, if you do singing or theater, you know what this is. Like you put water in and then you breathe in to keep your throat moist. I've been having problems with my voice. I have a water bottle and I have my Polaroid camera, which I obviously don't have every day. I just took it in today. I'm like genuinely sleepy.
So this is the dressing room that I'm heading into in this clip. You might know, if you're very smart, that this was actually shot before the section before, because I'm putting on the clothes that I was wearing in the last section. So my movie magic is not working here, but those are my own shoes that I got to use for my character's casual outfit, which we can see here. Yeah, usually I wear a uniform of the hotel, whatnot, like being hotel worker usually requires. Am I achieving a Blair Walnut level of relatability and awkwardness yet? So our studio is built into an old factory building. I don't know what they used to factor here, but it's really cool. I really like old industrial environments. Here is a very sped up tour of some of the set.
This is the hotel. It's weird because I actually feel like this is my workplace, like because every day I go to work and this is where I do it, so it's like a workplace to me basically. I mean, that sounds weird because it is my workplace, but I'm sure you know what I mean. So I play a receptionist, so this is the reception. Basically every shot of me ever. The background noise in this room is probably gonna be quite bad because I don't have a microphone and the window is open and there's cars and construction work and shit like that. I appreciate you, sir. I'm a little embarrassed though, because I'm one of those people who does like the tiniest thing wrong and then I'm embarrassed about it for years to come. I poured coffee into my mug in the rehearsal, which apparently you're not supposed to do, and I caused extra work to the set people, who are very nice about it, but I am embarrassed. I don't know what to do now because I have a long ass break. I can't do it. I'm avoiding work with the excuse that my computer died. Like, I could still do stuff on my phone, but I really don't want to. Here is my uniform. Let me show you in the other mirror. Here we go. So I have a vest with the logo on it, and I have a name tag that says my character's name, and I have a leather bow tie and black trousers and messy hair. Not usually though, it's gonna be fixed. I'm just gonna get my script and then I'm gonna go.
So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this first installment of Creator Diaries, or whatever I end up calling these. I like Creator Diaries. I think I'm gonna go with those. If you have any questions about my journey as a professional actor, please leave them below or message me on Tumblr, and if I get enough questions, or even if I get like 3, I will make a Q&A. This is me, the nerd, trying to pick out which K-pop song to listen to on the way home, and in a few seconds you will get a delightful clip of me singing.
I give you that, ooh, you give me that too. It's always a surprise when I step up in the room. It's like,
Kill me. Kill me.
even when I'm moving, my life,